Welcome back for a cautionary tale of how Rasputin's transition into a Philadelphia Eagles fan led to all obese, balding men in their 30s to be labeled as creeps online. I'm kidding, they always have. Now, as just a quick heads up, the person we're covering today is known around the internet for some pretty heinous shit, and therefore all jokes are made to insult and humiliate the man in question and not to make light of his transgressions. This is your one trigger warning. EDP445, or as the acronym stands for, eat that poopy. Although I wouldn't recommend it because, for one, look at him. He probably means that literally. And two, if you're biologically old enough to procreate, he probably doesn't mean you. EDP started his career on YouTube in the early 2010s with a video featuring a freestyle with all the rhythm, grace, and flow of Vanilla Ice.
Get it from a that I like to...
Brother, this guy stinks!
But quickly changed course to be more like his idol, P. Diddy. He quickly rose to popularity, mostly through his Philadelphia Eagles content and rants about how he continuously gets mistaken for Lizzo, that his pixie stick is so small and difficult to find that he's not fully convinced what he identifies as, how his hairline is receding faster than small children and toddlers do when he enters a room, or how the "is your refrigerator running" joke isn't funny to him, and I'll give you one guess as to why. And speaking of refrigerators, I gotta eat too. So if you're enjoying the video so far, consider subscribing for more of my stupid and incoherent ramblings. Give that video a like, even if you know it's a lie, and don't forget to share the video with someone who struggles to use technology. Okay, so those were made up, and I don't really know what he rants about, but I bet I was pretty close. Feel free to share what he does rant about in the comments section below, or just make up some of your own to confuse the people who've never watched it before. Either way, his main claim to fame is his love for the Philadelphia Eagles, and not just because it's the only memorabilia that fits his fat ass. Apart from that, he posts a plethora of other content such as Don't You Hate That Shit, where he discusses vegetables, exercise, and showering.
I hate you. I hate you. Yeah, I do. I do. I do.
In 2012, he created a spin-off channel, Chaotic Kitchen 445, where he faced deep-fried butter and Twinkies for 45 minutes straight, as well as another channel, EDP Gaming, where we get to watch a swivel chair lose its will to live every time EDP sits down. Apart from this, EDP has made several appearances across social media and on television, ESPN Sports Nation, as well as several local all-you-can-eat buffets, and even programs such as Tosh.0, Ridiculousness, and The Howard Stern Show.
What number comes between 2 and 4?
EDP
25. Wait a minute.
And even my 600-pound pet. Probably. Now here comes the controversy. Apart from looking like a familiar Boondocks character and having more pounds on a scale than the royal family does in their bank account, EDP began to receive accusations in mid-2020 of inappropriate conversations with minors when EDP was pushing 30. I'm using that term pushing lightly, as we could never expect to see that much exercise out of this man.
I hate you.
He denied the allegations by stating... Sorry, wrong clip. He denied the allegations by stating that he would never let a minor come between him and his love for double fudge chocolate cake. And also, have you seen them play tag? They're just too hard to catch, not that I've tried. I'm paraphrasing essentially. Although in April of 2021, an infamous video uploaded to the YouTube channel Chet Goldstein would feature EDP as a group of predator hunters would catch EDP, I'm sure that was a difficult feat, in the act as he attempted to meet up with a minor. Unfortunately, with all the Predator Hunter channels popping up around the platform and quick, attainable clout those channels received in such a short period of time, it became less about getting predators off of the streets and more about clicks, and it seems the channel in question chose to not follow the proper protocol, and so EDP was allowed to walk, shuffle, leave. He was allowed to leave. It wasn't long after that EDP would be caught once again, this time outside of a dialysis treatment center, no surprise there, attempting to meet a 15-year-old girl. Jesus, look at the angle and trajectory of those move outlines. How does Nike even get away with making a shirt that size without it going against their entire message? Anyways, on to the roasts. If EDP had an OnlyFans, he would crash the website, but not because of the amount of views he would get, but because of the sheer size of the files just to get one butt cheek into frame. EDP wasn't invited to Epstein's Island because he surpassed the carry capacity. for the island. If Bill Cosby modeled his character Fat Albert after EDP, he wouldn't have been called fat because that's too skinny of a word for him. EDP prefers the company of children because they're the only ones he's smart enough to hold a conversation with. Alrighty, that'll about wrap it up for this video. Once again, this is to poke fun at a horrible piece of shit on the internet and not to make light of the sick shit that he's done. One big announcement moving forward: my videos seem to be ending up demonetized for some weird reason. So in the future, I'll either be toning down my language and some of the heavier insults and themes, or rather, just cutting out all the bad language in post and uploading the uncensored versions to my Patreon. Let me know what you think in the comments. A big shout out to my patrons Jessica, Joe, Pulped Milk, and George. A big thank you to my editor and artist. For those of you who love the artwork, Blips is now live streaming once again, so feel free to follow him on Twitch and catch him the next time he's live. A lot of that artwork you love so much, he creates in his streams. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But until next time, be well.